This is something that you can use today in your store to help you make more money, to help you sell more product, and have lifelong fans of customers.
It makes you spend less time behind the computer and more with your employees and your customers.
Absolutely right.
I actually really liked your session yesterday. We are pretty active using ChatGPT, even though I'm using it. There's just different tools that you use that I thought were fascinating.
The biggest thing with AI that I want people to know is it's not going to go away, and you should try it and just see what happens. It doesn't always have to be some epic thing for work that you're doing. Sometimes it's just to keep your 4-year-old happy.
Exactly.
Welcome to the Grit Blueprint Podcast, the playbook for building unmistakable brands that grow, lead, and last in the built world. I'm Stephanie Couch, the founder of Grit Blueprint, and I'm a lifelong building industry insider. I was raised here, built my career here, and now my team and I help others win here. The truth is, you can be the best option in your space and still lose to someone else who simply shows up better and more consistently. Each week on the Grit Blueprint, I'm going to show you how to stand out, earn trust, and turn your brand into a competitive advantage that lasts. If you're ready to be seen, known, chosen, and become unmistakable, you're in the right place. Let's get started.
Welcome to the Grit Blueprint Podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie Couch, and today I'm here on the market floor in Indianapolis with my friend Meg. Meg, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm excited to talk to you because you are also a born and raised lumberyard, hardware store girl.
Yeah.
I'm a lumberyard girl, hardware store, but you're a hardware girl. And we both left our family businesses and went out into the world and did other things. And then you came back and you're now working at the family business. So tell me a little bit about the businesses and tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah, so we have Taylor's Do-It Centers and Pleasance Hardware in Virginia. The Taylor stores are in kind of coastal Virginia, and then the Pleasant stores are in Richmond, Virginia. We have 21 locations.
Wow.
So
You got your hands full.
5 of us in the 4th generation now involved, and
so cool.
It's fun.
That is cool. So do y'all all divide and conquer, do different things at different stores?
Yeah, luckily we are all in different roles, which is wonderful. And then we have a lot of great team members who have been with us forever.
I'm sure. 21 stores. That's a lot of stores to wrangle. I love that. Yeah. But like we said, you actually went to college and then you went off and did some other things. I think that learning skills in a different industry or outside of the family business, it's actually a really great tool. I feel like I learned so much of what I was able to implement in my life because I did some other things. But you actually took an even more interesting path. You went to Capitol Hill. So tell me about your time in DC.
I think it's so interesting for me because I never thought I would actually come back and work for the family business. It was always something I was interested in, but I kind of wanted to take my own path. But it's interesting how it's led me back here in some ways, because I worked on Capitol Hill for the congressman from our area. So it was serving the same people we serve our customers. And then I left and went to Hanley Wood, which is in the same industry that we're now in with the building, remodeling, construction industry. And I worked on their marketing services team.
Wow.
And then from there, I went back somewhat into government with advocacy communications with the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America.
Okay.
Which is interesting because it's a distributor tier.
Okay.
So kind of learn that distribution side.
Up the channel just a little bit.
And that tier of alcohol, it's all family-owned businesses.
Oh, wow.
So working with them and being a part of that really made me realize that I wanted to come back and do what I was doing there, but with my family.
So you come back to the family business in what year?
2017.
Okay, so you've been back for 8 years. And what was your first job when you came back?
Mostly social media, digital media, kind of taking us back from the traditional stuff that we'd been doing for a long time and realigning that to what's working now and taking some of that, but also looking heavily towards the digital path.
It's always innovating on social media because what works today may not work tomorrow. They love to mess with the algorithm. Like, come on, guys, give me a few minutes.
I know. And it changes so much.
It is
crazy.
It really is hard to keep up with for sure. But we see a lot now that the generations that are coming in, they love the social media posts. But I also see, there's a lot of Facebook posts that I see that go viral. And it's all generations that are watching. What have you found that people find the most interesting? You know, like what's working that you think is like really cool, even though you're not necessarily doing that day to day, but what are you guys doing?
Content wise?
Yeah, or just in your stores, you know, experiences that people love. I know you do a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the community events. We have one in particular that we do every year. It's a Santa event for our Taylor stores, and that's with Christmas trees. We have vendors come out, grilling demos, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And that's just a community event that we've really enjoyed.
Is someone in the family Santa Claus?
No. They should be, though.
I feel like
I think it should be Joe.
I feel like it should be Joe for sure. Yeah. I think that it's really cool when people have events because I remember going to things like this as a child. I'm sure you went to your own family events as a child at the hardware stores.
Yeah.
And there's something that sticks with you. You know, I know you have 2 young kids. I'm sure they love those events.
Oh, they love
too.
it. And it's fun to have them there with us because it's what we did growing up.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fun.
Well, and we got to get them ready to be the 5th generation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. You better teach these. They're both girls, right?
Oh, yeah, both girls.
Teach these
Get
girls
them in there.
everything you know about hardware and selling tools and all the things. That's awesome. So 8 years ago, you came back, and I know you've done a lot since. You actually have a lot of things you do in the business. So tell me about your day-to-day now.
So my day-to-day is probably similar to a lot of family businesses, a little mix of everything. But my primary role was communications and social media, and then a lot of marketing. But now I've taken on our HR right now, and that's kind of a transitional role that's been going on for a year. So we'll see how long I stay in that.
Social media to HR is a stretch. Can't see myself doing that.
No,
There's a lot of rules in HR, and social media is kind of about not having rules, so it's a little bit of a different vibe there.
Yeah.
Well, I love your spirit of just jumping in and helping, though, and that's kind of what independent business is, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. When things change, we all just kind of jump in where we can, and it's nice that we have so many people that are willing to help.
Yeah, for sure. This episode of the Grit Blueprint podcast was sponsored by Do It Best Group. Do It Best Group is the largest co-op in the world, and they help independent hardware and lumber yards all over North America win. Do It Best offers services, products, and people that can help you win long term. They are the champion of independence. Well, we're here at the Do It Best market, and you have a family history, obviously long ties with Do It Best, and you've had a lot of years of, I'm sure, coming to these markets. What's exciting to you? Have you seen anything super cool or something that you really thought was awesome, or are they doing anything that's exciting you right now?
I actually really liked your session yesterday.
Thank you.
We are pretty active using ChatGPT, even though I'm using it. There's just different tools that you use that I thought were fascinating.
So what I'm curious, which tools did you like?
I guess the different GPTs, I just use it to type in whatever I need that day and just have kind of built it that way.
Yeah.
But segmenting them I thought was really cool.
Absolutely. And I will say, so, you know, what we're talking about, I did a session on AI yesterday, and we were talking about ChatGPT, which is by far the thing I use the most. But within that, you can create a custom GPT for, I mean, you could create hundreds of them if you wanted. So if you wanted to have one just for writing LinkedIn posts or just for writing an email or, you know, all of the things that I like to do with the comparison and using it like a coach, that's the thing that I find is the most valuable.
Absolutely. And because it goes back to like messaging back to employees and then different to customers. And
absolutely.
Kind of building out what you want to say there. But we've even used it everything from marketing to like compliance with OSHA and making our own certifications for employees and making sure that we're hitting those. It's been awesome.
It's a great training tool. You should definitely try with those custom GPTs. It gets a little crazy if you have too many documents in that knowledge.
Yeah.
And you want to
make doing HR and social media.
So I would definitely segment them for sure. I love if your HR GPT started writing your social media posts. Actually, that's probably a really good idea. Yeah. We should write your social media post if your HR lady did it, like a meme. That would be hilarious. I think that's a really good idea we just came up with.
That's actually awesome.
So I think if you did it with different segmentations on your GPTs, though, and you were able to test it and see how, I would love to see what your content metrics were based on like writing a certain way or, you know, using a certain thing to see what you do. And your team, is your team using it? I'm always curious.
I think there's definitely several people in our office that use it. I know our IT manager is big into it too.
Yeah.
And then obviously our family members
Yeah.
for different areas because it works from everything from inventory management to the IT.
So have you ever played with the photo imaging, like actually making photo images from it or using it to edit photos?
Somewhat. I actually used it last week. I had a photo of my daughter and had it turn into a coloring page.
Oh, that's so
It was
cool.
the best.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is it doesn't always have to be some epic thing for work that you're doing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just to keep your 4-year-old happy.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
exactly.
I love that. Well, there's a new technology called Nano Banana that's Google came out with, and it's an editing for photos and stuff. And my creative director messaged me yesterday and sent me, she's like, I know you're really busy at the show, but I just need to tell you that I'm having an absolute moment because I just did this. And she sent me something. It's unbelievable. And
Really?
2 weeks ago, that wasn't possible. So I think the biggest thing with AI that I want people to know is it's not going to go away, and you should try it and just see what happens. It's not going to hurt anything. There's very little that you could break. You can't really break it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to hear back how you use it. You'll have to send me something from your
Oh
custom
yeah,
GPT.
I will. Once I segment them out.
Yes. Make sure you send it from your HR GPT. It seems like that's the one that's not going to be us naturally.
No.
Yeah. I always ask mine to tell me to be nice. Don't sound too rude, but be firm. You know, you're telling it exactly how to nuance the languaging. Well, from your family business's perspective, are there any products or categories that you guys are here? So it's fall market, but you're mostly buying for spring. Do you guys have a big outdoor living section in any of your stores? So you guys have, I'm sure you're at Virginia Beach. Do you sell surfboards?
We don't, but we did used to sell Hobie surfboards.
Cool.
I believe my dad could probably touch on that. But yeah, that was, I think they were the first Hobie surfboard dealer on the East Coast, but don't quote me on that.
That's cool. Does Dad surf?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to double click on that.
He surfs and sails boat. Or does this?
He told me last night about the sailing when we were talking at dinner, and that's super interesting. What do you like to do for fun? I know you have 2 daughters, so you're probably pretty busy.
Yeah. I guess just spending time with my friends when I get the chance. That's really what I love to do. And then I do play golf a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, he was talking about, do you keep up with him on the course?
Oh, no.
He's evidently a world-class
one day I
golfer.
can get there, but that's kind of, mostly I'm with my girls.
That's awesome. And what do they like to do?
They love to go to the park, go to the pool, and then we do the beach a lot, which is mostly with my parents too.
That's amazing. Well, I love that. Well, I'm excited to see, number one, how this HR social media twin role plays out for you.
Gotta segment it out.
And I'm also excited to continue to collaborate because I would love to see you at the spring market in
I would
Denver.
love that.
Maybe we'll do a panel. If you test out this AI stuff, let's do a panel on how this works in your life, because that's the thing is I want to know and show people that this is not some weird thing that tech people that spend hours and hours doing research use. This is something that you can use today in your store to help you make more money, to help you sell more product, and have lifelong fans of customers.
And it makes you spend less time behind the computer and more with your employees and your customers.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
More efficient.
For sure. Well, thank you for joining me on the Grit
Thank you for
Blueprint,
having me.
and I will see you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Grit Blueprint podcast. If this episode helped you think a little differently about how to show up, share it with someone in your building world who needs it. If you're ready to turn visibility into growth, then head to gritblueprint.com to learn more and book a call to talk to us about your growth strategy. Until next time, stay unmistakable.